again, this is harsh, but we've never really had competent coaches. We've always had useless coaches in Indonesia. I'm not even joking. We've had plenty. I could name a lot, but I don't want beef. Like say season 7, we had 2 coaches who had a brain. Honestly, like who had an actual brain to draft, to understand the games.
We won't name names.
Yeah, I won't name drop, but we have lacked competent coaches for a long time. Right after we saw the Estes pick, we were talking about meta, and again, I think it was KB also. Where me and KB, we spoke about it a bit. We're like, yeah, the meta just doesn't come from Indo here. But for me, again, I think we've seen a rise. Yes, it's not. We're not there yet where Indo starts the meta, but we have seen a rise in Indo meta, like the Hilda XP, for example, from last season, right? This brawl server kind of, these kind of compositions that really enable the brawls, the fights, random fights around the board. So again, with these new coaches, finally, again, this is harsh, but we've never really had competent coaches. We've always had useless coaches in Indonesia. I'm not even joking. We've had plenty. I could name a lot, but I don't want beef. There were a lot. I think we had in every single season of MPL, like say season 7, we had 2 coaches who had a brain. Honestly, like who had an actual brain to draft, to understand the game, to do that, to really implement metas and strategies. All the others are just honestly getting paid for doing nothing. I think a lot of players can also talk out. I mean, they can speak up about this problem because it was a problem for a long time.
We won't name names.
Yeah, I won't name drop, but we have lacked competent coaches for a long time, and finally now we have very, very competent coaches. Zephyr coming in,
Yes.
Keskut from season 13 joining, Avil. So on top of the coaches that we already had that were really, really good, now we have the real coaches. Managements, team owners are finally seeing the frauds, like spotting out the frauds, kicking the frauds, and bringing in actual coaches to coach this team. And I think for the longest time, again, like you said, the crowd doesn't really react well to these kind of picks. But it's not even in the Philippines, they don't react well to these kind of picks. When MTB, Aurora's coach, went for their own meta, like the healers, doing all their gimmick stuff to get to this formula, get to this point, they were getting hated, they were getting trashed. But again, the owners, I think, I don't know, believed in them, and they believed in themselves because they know they're working on something, they're strategizing, they have the data to back it up, like, oh, we are doing well in scrims, we're doing this, we just need to implement it on stage, something like that, But in Indo for the longest time, because we've like competent coaches, they would think, all right, let's pick this hero. They would get hate, and they're like, oh, never mind, because they don't even believe in themselves. They don't even believe in what they're saying.
More like like a YOLO random, roll the dice type of thing.
Exactly. Because again, for Keskut or Rome, it didn't work out the first time against Bigatron. He lost, but he kept on going with these random picks. And he tried to innovate. The Hilda XP got a lot of hate initially. It's like, what the fuck is this Hilda XP? St. Lucas, right? Mm-hmm. Boom. He keeps on going. He's like, no, I know this can work. We've done it before. It works. Yeah. Back up the data. Trust the process. They made it work. Hilda XP became super meta. M6, we saw it like everywhere. Aran, best Hilda with Dyran, right? These 2 Hilda gods in the XP kind of conquered it, forced it to be banned in the first phase always.